Hello all. I have a spicy video for you. I just went to the store to grab me a couple brewskis. I'm gonna enjoy my day. Thank you. Um, Say what you want, please do. I'm here for a free show. I'm here to provide you a free show for free. And I'm gonna give you something to talk about. I'll give you something to talk about. So I went to the gas station. There was a high-speed chase. There was a motorcycle being chased by state troopers. There's three state troopers. They were going at least 120, at least. And I was like, man, my vote is for the motorcycle. It is indeed. I know that's probably unbiased. It probably is. And here's the thing: when you run from bad deeds that you do, they catch up to you. They catch up to you. But here's what I do know. I know that it is unfortunate, but right now we live in a time where you cannot trust those with badges. You cannot. I have seen too often enough people get charged and exploited and interrogated for things they did not do. For things they did not do. There are so many people behind bars for activities and crimes that they didn't even commit. There are so many people that have lost their lives and went down for a fall for something they didn't even do. Something they didn't even do. This is the corruption in this world. This is the corruption in this world. And everybody entangled in it knows it. Knows it. So we're going to educate ourselves. I'm here for education. And truth equals justice. And speaking on it is truth. Speaking on it is truth. We got to quit pushing things under the rug. Yes, there is a duality in this world. There is a duality in this world. For good, there is evil. For light, there is dark. For up, there is down. There's right, left, side to side, whatever. There is. But for right, there is wrong. For truth, there is justice. And for justice, guess what? There's injustice. So there's some duality for you. So, according, because there was a shooting attempt on Trump's life in Butler, Thomas Cooks, and we all know about that. And of course he's passed away, JFK, MLK, as well as look at everything with Charlie Kirk. I mean, it's literally plain as day. This is what these people do. This is what these people do. And all of those entangled in it know it. They do. Just take a look at the Epstein files. I mean, it's all integrated. It's all integrated. Truth is the foundation of justice. Truth is the foundation of justice. Knowledge is power. It truly is. Justice depends on the reality of being known. Courts, communities, individuals can't render fair judgment without facts. And that's the thing, is we now live in a world where when you have facts and they are presented, there's no truth, there's no justice. You're like, hey, here's my facts, here's my evidence. And they're like, no, actually, we're going to go ahead and do some corruption and we're going to do some funny business. This is what they do. Not to mention, they go in the back end and they take things off your devices. They take things off your devices because we live in a world where they have the power to do that. Furthermore, they have the ability to manipulate documents, to manipulate evidence, to manipulate facts. I can't tell you how many times I've watched documentaries in reference to people being convicted of a crime and said police officers said whatever county, state, this and that. They just so happened to handpick and put the evidence there so this person would go down for a crime. And it happens. It happens on a daily basis. It straight does. That's why you have to be very, very careful. You live by the law, you stand by the law, and you do what's right. You always do what's right, but you also understand that we now live in a world where it's hard to say whether the law is actually working for you or against you. For you or against you. Lies distort judgment. When evidence is concealed, fabricated, and ignored, justice becomes punishment or favoritism, not fairness. That part, it's all about how much money you know, who you know, what party you're part of, what organization you're part of, and what underground network you're a part of, and where you get your funny money from. That's what it boils down to. Truth equals illumination. It exposes what happened, who is harmed, and what needs restoration. Justice cannot be served in the darkness. Truth is the light that reveals the path. Truth. Educate yourself on truth, on your truth, and stand on your truth. We all have to adopt the mindset of standing on our truth, speaking up for what's right. I'll be honest with you guys. I feel really disheartened a little bit in reference to my spiritual community And now that I'm realizing how much that's been worked against me in reference to what's been put in front of my face, intentionally to take me down negative headspaces, make me think all these things, this and that. And again, I'm not saying everybody involved in the spiritual community has went to these lengths. I've created I've created very few connections with people that I feel are coming at me genuinely, but sometimes I question it, I'll be honest, because it's just so hard right now. To me, I feel as though when I live in a world where people know something's happening to me, people know that I'm a part of something, but choose not to truly stand on it or support me, like follow me or throw me a like, but then they take in different things in reference to content and stuff I pick up on. It's just like, really? This is the world we're in now? Like, it's just so sad. It's so sad. Life was not designed to be like this. It was not. I get so tired of people being out for themselves and being out for their own. That just don't operate in that. I rise, we all rise. And the truth will set us free. The truth will set us free. That is how you educate yourself. You educate yourself on what God is, what he did by sending his son to die on the cross. Christ is king. Recognize what the Holy Spirit is. The divine, the most high source universe, right? You educate yourself on these things. You go in, you do the work, and you start loving yourself. You start loving every beacon fiber of your body, and you don't let anybody take that love away from you. No one. And then once you go in and you start loving yourself, and you do not allow anybody outside of you to make you feel less than what you are, then you start going into this world and you start standing up for what's right. Standing up for what's right. I mean, we all saw what happened to Charlie Kirk. We're all seeing the unraveling of everything. We all know the truth. We know. It's obvious. It is straight obvious. Just like when it comes to me. I know. It's obvious. And it's something that I've been, I can't even there's just nothing like living in a world of a simulation. Straight up. People know what's right, but wrongs go unpunished. That part. People know what's right, but wrongs go unpunished. This is the justice that we have nowadays. Systems punish without understanding what is real. Because they say so, it must be so. Because they say so, it must be so. Right? They don't even have to have facts, but because they said so, it must be so. And I say, I beg to differ. I beg to differ on that. Creates bitterness, hopelessness. What's the point? Creates tyranny and fear, appearance of order, but no fairness. And see, that's what I think they instilled. I think that was a part of the positioning with Charlie Kirk, is I think that they were trying to take a position of instilling fear. Not only into myself, but into Candace, Megyn Kelly. I mean, it was just a loud message being sent across. And then finding out the words that Andrew Kovacs said to Candace, I mean, it's plain as day. It was a complete military operation, hands down. And I can resonate with that. And this is what these people do. This is how they operate. They do these things to get into your mind. Example, public exposes corruption, but no reform follows. Exactly. No, when you expose it, you get ostracized. You get banned. You get censored. You get blocked. That's what you get when you start exposing. That's exactly what you get. I mean, I know, we know. Truth equals divine order, justice, restoration. When you speak truth, especially after opposition, you activate justice in both heaven and earth. Because I chose to speak my truth, after the injustice and the opposition that follows me, I have now been able to bring and activate heaven on earth for me, because I now operate in my truth and I wear it through and through. Every beacon fiber bone in my body. And there ain't no changing and there ain't no going back. So there's some education for you. And you guys all deserve to walk in your truth. Every single one of this. Every single one of us. Every beacon fiber part of your truth. The good, the bad, and the ugly. And be proud of where you're at right now at this very moment. Where you're at this very moment is perfect. And enjoy it. Enjoy the breath in your lungs. Enjoy the beautiful day God provides us. I love you guys. Have a great night or day.